Trailing by 1.1 as a team. Coach Dee Dee Bro giving her young Lady Tigers a little pep talk.
Now we got to start over and reestablish ourselves. Are we up for the task? Yep. And well, let's get out there and do it, because that was not pretty. Let's go.
Wanting a little bit more from a team that she feels like has great potential.
I think we have the talent. I know we have the skills, but it goes back to the maturity and your mental toughness. Are they mentally tough enough to get the job done? I think that we will be by the end of the season. That's certainly our goal, to put it together and be that tough. And I think the SEC schedule, going against the kind of competition that we meet week in and week out, does help prepare us for that.
So with a deep hole to dig out of, this is the lineup in rotation number 2 on the vault for the LSU Tigers. And as you can see, they are laden with seniors. And here we go with senior Marina Degteva, who we saw fall on the uneven parallel bars a moment ago.
And toughness is needed for this team. You mentioned, Dee Dee mentioned their schedule. They will meet Utah and Alabama at home after this tough competition.
Degteva.
Nice Uchenko half front layout, technically strong, a big vault, but I'd like to see her have more of a stretch position in the air.
So she heads back towards her teammates. We'll take another look at Marina Degteva's vault here. A little step at the end.
And remember, this is only the second year of that new one vault rule, so the pressure's on to hit with one try.
Leading by 1.1 and ahead of pace for their best score for the season. Florida Gators bring this line up to the uneven parallel bars. They're trying to put a good score out there because the rankings are based on a single score, and right now they're ranked 16th.
And this needs to be a turning point for them, because this is an event that they have struggled on so far this year, especially with their dismounts, and that's something that they've worked on all week. Giant full to her Ginger, very clean.
Senior Hillary Thompson leads off the lineup on the uneven parallel bars.
Nice and aggressive on those handstands, especially at the end of the bar routine when your endurance is low. And a big dismount. The work is paying off. Nice routine.
Nice. 9.725 for Hillary Thompson. So she sets the standard now for her teammates on the uneven parallel bars, working on a pretty big lead in the meet right now.
She really hit her handstands nicely in this bar routine. Took the dismount up. It's an E-level skill, double layout, a slight leg separation, and a tiny step.
Back to LSU and Uransky out of Norfolk, Virginia.
Same vault as Marina, and a beautiful position in the air. Kristi was an elite gymnast who was recruited for her vaulting ability, and she's really coming on strong this year on that event.
9.825. They'll take that score. LSU, remember, trying to claw their way back here from a pretty deep hole they dug in the uneven parallel bar rotation.
Look at the distance she gets on this vault. Nice amplitude.
As the Florida team chalks up, Carol Waterhouse will be next. She says that one of the biggest problems for the Lady Gators has been getting a little too amped up for the meets.
Well, the last 2 meets I had problems on bars with my dismount, so I've been training extra hard on that and just focusing. I mean, I usually get a little hyped and too pumped up, so I over-rotated, and that's just something you have to deal with in competition.
You know, Brian, sometimes mistakes like that, being over-anxious and over-excited in competition, really can't be fixed unless you get the competition experience and do it over and over again under pressure.
Carol Waterhouse.
Nice precision on that pike jag. You really see her tap up, then release. Nice tight pike position.
She's only a sophomore, but her ability has placed her in something of a leadership position already on a team that only has 2 seniors.
Oh, big improvement on the dismount. A nailed landing.
Oh, and a 9.825. The judges say, yes, indeed. You did not over-rotate that one. And her teammates are quick to run in and congratulate her for a nicely done routine.
It feels good when all that practice and hard work pays off. This dismount is a blind landing, and nothing but numbers and experience will give you the timing and the stuck landing.
So Coach Judy Markell adds her emphasis to a job well done, and Florida hanging on to their lead. Welcome back as SEC TV presents Tigers and Gators at the O'Connell Center in Gainesville. I'm Brian Drever with Lori Strong-Ballard, and you're looking at freshman Orley Szmuch. And the press guide says, with a name like Szmuch, you better be good. Well, she is.
She's very good. And this bar routine has extremely interesting elements in it. Nice unique mount, pop over the bar with a half turn. But take a look at this combination. Giant full and a Ginger in bar, way above the high bar, just inches from the low bar.
Wow.
I don't want to see her miss that one. Pack salto down to the low bar.
She is so highly spoken of by the entire coaching staff at Florida.
High energy in practice, finishing with a strong double tuck, but a very interesting bar routine.
Great attitude and a fine score, 9.90 for Orley Szmuch. And she is a major contributor to the Florida effort tonight.
Take a look at this in-bar Ginger. There's no room for air here, but taking a look at her technique, I wouldn't say that she misses that often.
We go to Shanyn MacEachern, senior from Ontario, Canada, for LSU.
Struggling with a pulled calf muscle, she warmed up. A little inconsistent, but strong pike half vault right there. I think she was saving herself for the competition. She warmed up very loosely.
And equaled the, well, no, she equaled the second best score for the team in vault here, Shanyn MacEachern.
This is scored out of a 10, a little bit uncontrolled on the landing, but that's probably because she hasn't been able to get the numbers in